boys and girls, welcome back. I have a fun farm book for us today. Do you guys like to read about farm animals? I like farm animals, and this book is especially about a certain kind of farm animal. Do you know which one? Not horses. What did you, pigs? No, not pigs. What kind of farm animal? What is it? Oh, yes, it's about cows. All right, boys and girls, this book is about some pretty smart cows. The title of my book is called Click, Clack, Moo. Cows that type. Type like this. Do you guys know how to type on a laptop or a computer or your tablet? Do you know how to type? How can cows type? Look, he's got his hoof and he's kind of typing. That is so silly. Now, boys and girls, there are some things that you need to know. So this thing right here is called a typewriter. People don't really have typewriters anymore. Typewriters are what people used a long time ago before laptops and computers and tablets. They would have to just push the button, and then as soon as they push the button, like when they type the A, then a little part of the machine would go and would put an A on the piece of paper. And then when they would say B, they would find the B and click it, and then the little machine would go and put the B on the piece of paper. So you know how now people can type and then they hit print, and then over there on the other side of the room, there comes the page out of the printer? Well, the typewriter has the page in it, and it puts the letters on it right when you push the button. That's a long time ago that people did that. Some people still use typewriters now just for fun. I even have one that I like to use just for fun, but it takes a really long time. And then if you make a mistake, you can't really backspace. But in our story, the cows have found a typewriter. And so they start typing the farmer some notes. They want some things. The cows decide they want electric blankets. Do you guys know what an electric blanket is? Do you know? It's a blanket that has a cord and you can plug it in and it keeps you warm when it's cold. And so the cows are cold and they want electric blankets. Oh my goodness. Now, usually in these stories, it's Duck who gets everybody in trouble. He is pretty mischievous on the farm. And so we'll have to see. Oh, I do see Duck. I wonder if he's going to be mischievous in this story. We'll have to read along and find out. Now, boys and girls, do you think this book is going to be real or fake? What did you say? Did you say fake? Yeah. How do we know it's fake? What's happening that tells you this cannot happen in real life? Did you say cows can't type? That's one way. How about, look at how all the animals are hanging out together like they're best friends. Animals can't really be best friends like that. That's a little strange. And then how about this? Can a cow like hold his hoof and type? Like, I don't think that can happen. And then can cows convey information like that they want an electric blanket? No. Cows can't talk or type or communicate. What can they say? Right? That's all they can say is the moo. So I know that this book is going to be fake. And so what do I say about a book that's fake? I like to say fake means fiction. Can you say that? Fake means fiction. Fiction means fake. Good job. There are two kinds of books in the world, two main kinds, fiction and nonfiction. And so fiction means a made-up story and nonfiction means a true story or information. And so this is a made-up story and it is going to be really fun, but it is called fiction. Now, let's talk about who gave us this amazing fiction story. This book was written by Doreen Cronin. That means she wrote all of the silly words in this book, and they're so fun. And then it's illustrated by Betsy Lewin. That means she drew these amazing pictures, and they are so much fun. Boys and girls, I love all the books in this series. Remember, a series is a bunch of new books about the same characters. And so these characters are in a bunch of different books together. And I love all of them. They are so much fun. And you guys are going to love them too. It's going to be so much fun. Let's read together and see what happens when the cows refuse to give milk until they get what they want. It's going to be so funny. Let's read it together now. Come on, join me. Click, clack, moo. Cows that type. Now, as I turn the pages, watch how carefully I lift at the corner, slide down, and turn. Lift at the corner. I never want to grab from the bottom down here. That can cause little rips and tears. And I never want to bend the pages. Oh no, that can make it so wrinkly. So I want to take good care of my books so they'll last a really long time. So I'm going to lift from the corner, slide down, and turn. Here we go. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk. No eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. And look at the end. They got their diving board. Oh my goodness, boys and girls. Wasn't that hilarious? I told you guys duck usually causes a lot of the problems. How fun and silly. In the end, the chickens and the cows got their electric blankets, and the ducks apparently got their diving board. That story was hilarious. I loved it. And if you did too, you can get a copy of this book for your very own at the link down below. If you had fun reading with me, please like and subscribe. And you can find other books in this series on my channel. There are so many fun books on there that I want to read with you. So I hope that you will come back and join me. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!